is awesome. Okay, can we talk about uniforms?
Let's talk about uniforms.
So
Let's talk about the Nike treatment.
Nike's treating some teams, bro, and I think it's awesome. Personally,
I do too. I love the Nike treatment.
I think
baseball's been long overdue for the Nike treatment.
I totally agree with you. Now, okay, we're going to get into what we love about it, but first let's pay tribute to the alternate argument. There are a lot of fans who are super angry about one feature in particular on Nike uniforms. There's a 1.5 inch swoop logo right here, right off of the right shoulder on the chest on every single uniform. Now, this is unheard of in baseball uniforms. Just unheard of.
Right, because Majestic had it on the sleeve.
And down below the belt line.
Yes. Yeah.
So what do you think? Is this too much? Is it distracting? Is it in your face? Are you bugged by this?
I think it's what it is it's modern. Because that's true. That's how uniforms are now. The NBA had Adidas in that spot for years.
Yeah.
The NFL had Reebok in that spot for years. And now they all have Nike in that spot.
Yeah, except the Under Armour ones, but it's in the same spot.
Right, yeah. And that's just the way things are now. And eventually I'm sure we're going to see advertisements on the jerseys. And I've heard people say, get it off of there, it's not NASCAR, but honestly though, it helps with revenue, right?
Sure.
As much as I hate to say it, that's what it's about.
Of course.
And if it can supplement salaries for the players, and while also prevent keeping ticket prices from skyrocketing,
right?
I'm all for it. I don't even care because you can buy jerseys. You can buy jerseys without it. The NBA sells their jerseys with or without the advertisement patch on it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're gonna get used to it. That's the way soccer kits for anybody who likes soccer out there.
Yeah.
They've been like that forever.
It's been that way forever in soccer.
Yeah, and
in fact, in soccer, you barely know what team is playing.
Oh yeah, because it's just a tiny little crest right on the breast.
Yeah, everything else is paid for.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're right. You hardly know who the team is. For a long time, I thought that Manchester United was I think they were 0-2 or whatever.
Yeah.
What are they? The Manchester 0-2? I don't know. So the casual fan doesn't know, but anybody else understands it and understands why those change so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I think it's just going to be the new way of baseball. It's the new way of sports. It's the new normal.
Interesting.
Is really what it is.
Interesting.
What's your take on it?
The 1.5 inch logo is okay with me right here. I think that's as far as I'm willing to allow. I think if we go into full-on paid advertising space on the players' uniforms, we saw it on the side of helmets, I think last season, and I was like, excuse me? No, absolutely not.
Yeah, it was it, I want to say it was during the London series, and then there was a game in Mexico?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. And it was whatever, I don't know, AT&T or Time Warner or something, some big telecom companies or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
That was offensive to me. I was bugged. But again, I'm the traditionalist.
Right. And I will say, I think it looks weird on the helmets. I don't think they should put it on the helmets or the hats. If you're going to do it, put it on the jersey. You've got patches on the sleeves.
Yeah.
You do advertisement patches on the sleeves.
No.
You can do, I'm just saying, if you're going to do it,
I know.
I feel like that's a way to do it.
I know, but come on.
Because then
just don't
it's discreet
do
and it can actually look kind of nice.
No.
I think you got
There's
to, though.
no way to.
I'm telling you, it's going to be the new normal. And if you got to do it, make it look nice.
I agree that if it's got to happen, let's be classy. Let's regulate. Has to be in the team's colors, not the company's colors, stuff like that. Okay, we're going to put an overlay here of the Red Sox home jersey, white. Okay, it's got the blue writing with white outline or with red outline with red piping coming down the buttons. The swoosh is red. Looks off to me. It just looks off to me. I don't know why. I don't know if I would prefer blue. I don't know. But for whatever reason, it tilted the jersey to be too heavy red. That's just my opinion. And they did it they've done it that way with other teams where they take one of the team's two bold colors, and that's what they're using in the stitch on the swoop. So, I mean, is it terrible? No. Could it open the door for some terrible things? Yes, I think it could. And it is distracting visually for the fans. So I'm worried about it. I don't hate the way it's gone with Nike, but I do worry about what it will bring in the future. So anyway, Pittsburgh, they just released Pittsburgh's new uniforms, and we'll put them over here. There's a couple of key differences. First is on their away jerseys, and then their home alternates, the black ones. They've got a scripted Pittsburgh across the chest, and it looks sharp, I think.
Yeah, it does. It does look sharp.
Now, L.A. Dodger fans are angry because it looks a lot like the Dodgers scripted jersey, and I think that's really interesting. And actually, we're seeing a pattern. If you look at the Cincinnati Reds New Jersey, they're scripted across the chest with the red, the alternate red. And so I just think that Nike's kind of in love with the script, the cursive font typeface. What do you think about this cursive thing, Brad?
It's old school. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, the Dodgers, the only reason they have, I guess you could say, quote unquote, claim to it is because they haven't changed their jersey in 100 years.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, that's really the only reason. The Reds have made changes, the Pirates have made changes, everybody else has made changes just about.
Yeah,
but
just about.
That is old school jersey writing. I mean, growing up, I've talked about how I played for a team called the Spartans. Our T-shirts were cursive like that, cursive writing like that, with like that swoop at the end.
Yeah.
Right? We talk about the swoop logo on the hats and the T-shirts and stuff like that. I mean, that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
It's old school, and they're going back to it.
We have it on ours. It's on this the 9+Us logo right here. It's got the same swoop because that's just the way it goes, and it's what you think of when you see that. You think of baseball. So I think it's awesome. Right. Now, what do you think of the hats? Okay, they've changed the hats in Pittsburgh. Did you notice the change? The P on the hats, the little spikes, the little flares coming off the P.
Oh yeah,
they're much more pronounced, and I think there are 4 now.
Yes.
Have there always been 4?
Yeah. I thought there was, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know for sure. But it does look cool that they're more pronounced. I do like that. I didn't notice it until you said there's a difference.
Yep.
But no, I think it looks good. But I mean, in my eyes, though, I don't feel like you can do much wrong with the Pirates, just because they're Pirates, and I love it.
Right. For the record, I just looked it up. There have always been 4 kind of tines or spikes coming off the end. They're just significantly more pronounced right now. That's all. But they look fabulous.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they really do. And the other thing with the Pirates jersey and uniform change that I noticed, and I don't know if they've been using this the whole time, but they're using the pirate patch on the sleeve, and it's fantastic. And instead of didn't he used to have like a red bandana?
It used to be a red bandana.
Yeah, and now it's Pittsburgh Pirates yellow,
which is what it should be.
Yes, yeah. I think they're going away from any red now. Which
is good.
Yeah. Well, it's not good. It's fine. It's fine.
I didn't like the red. Now, one of the things Pittsburgh is one of the teams that's been excluded from this other trend that Nike's bringing in, and that's this powdered baby blue. Now, this is a great color. It looks awesome, and I think if a team can justify wearing this powdered blue, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
So
it's fantastic.
So Toronto, the Blue Jays, have introduced a new powdered blue or baby blue, whatever you want to call it, uniform into their lineup for this year. They got the Nike treatment with powder blue, and it is stellar.
It looks so good. It's amazing. I love it.
Yep. It could not be better.
So last year the Mariners did kind of a powder blue or light blue during spring training.
Yeah.
And I really wish that they would have brought it in for the regular season. Maybe I'll get lucky and they'll do it for the regular season this year. But man, it looked good.
Yeah.
It looked real good. And I agree with you. Anybody who can incorporate this into their uniform lineup, into their color scheme, big fat yes.
Now, this is also a retro trend, right? This is another thing we're seeing that we're hearkening back to the 70s and 80s, even into the 60s in some cases. And we saw it last year when Philadelphia went to powdered baby blue. And, whoa, man, and that maroon, it is just...
Yeah, that's sharp.
Perfect. It's fabulous.
And that maroon really pops. The maroon really pops with the powder blue.
I would love to see the V-neck T-shirt come back, the V-neck jersey. I love it.
Those are cool. They're not real great to play in, so I can understand why guys like the button up.
Yes.
But they look good, and I'd buy one because I'd totally wear it.
Totally. We'll put it side by side up on the video so y'all can see what we're talking about. But
yeah.
Now, the Diamondbacks, we're going to save those to the end, which is now. The Diamondbacks, I think, are in the running for the coolest new uniforms in Nike's sort of reign of glory, or whatever you want to call it. They're sticking with Sedona Red, which is just absolutely flawless. They've got the turquoise, which again just could not be better. But my favorite addition is they've got an alternate home jersey, black Sedona Red writing, turquoise outline, and it says Los D-backs. Oh,
yeah,
brilliant.
And I saw. So I have a D-backs hat up here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in the shot, but I'm going to point to it. It's in the shot right now. I don't know if it is when I get in the screen, in the split screen. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to make an overlay so you can see it. But the one that I have, I'll just grab it. The one that I have has the gold outline on the snake.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see it there. It's got that gold outline around the Sedona Red snake. And initially when I saw that they were redoing some stuff with the D-backs, that they were, I guess, going to be more prominent with that turquoise.
Yeah.
I saw the snake instead of the gold outline, the turquoise outline. I was kind of like, that looks really, really good together.
It does.
Looks really good. And the one that looks like they're going to be wearing that color scheme with is it's their home white. It says D-backs and it has turquoise numbers, and then it's got black lettering with the turquoise outline. And I love it.
Yeah, it's a home alternate.
I love it. It's
awesome.
so clean. Yeah, it's amazing. It's fantastic.
Yep.
And like you said, I think the D-backs probably have some of the coolest uniforms in baseball, and it's not close.
No, it's not.
I don't know who would be behind them.
Now, those of you who are wondering what exactly is different, we'll point them out and we'll put the video or the imagery up. But if you'll notice, the shoulders no longer have that kind of gradient. It started solid up at the neck, and then down the shoulders it became a dotted sort of gradient. There's no longer a gradient. So
it looks kind of like a mesh overlay.
Yeah.
That was my first thought when I saw it. It was supposed to be like snake scales, but it looked like a mesh overlay more than anything.
I don't know. I'm not glad it's gone, but it's cleaner this way.
I'm glad it's gone. I didn't like it to begin with. It definitely looks a lot cleaner, a lot sharper. The colors pop better without it.
That's true. Although, so my biggest issue here is they had an asphalt gray, like a really bold, dark gray that they used to pair with that turquoise that's no longer there. And I'm a little sad about that.
I am too, because that did look really good.
Yep. In fact, it was one of the best uniforms in all of baseball last year.
Yeah, that asphalt color was great. I liked that.
So don't worry, we'll keep the asphalt T-shirt we have in the shop because it's that cool. Just, we have one.
It is.
We have one.
But I'm still such a big fan of that Sedona red.
Yeah.
That, man, as long as they keep that, I'm all in. I'm all in.
Yeah. 100% agree.